Hi Yasmin, it's so nice to be here with you today. Thanks so much for bringing all of your beautiful clothes along so we get to see some of what you like wearing. But I'd just like to start off by you just telling us what you're wearing today, because you look fantastic.
Okay, well, it's part of me being very comfortable. These are my favorite sneakers, the Stan Smiths.
Awesome.
Yeah, they've walked all over the place. And then I love loose, baggy, flowy clothes.
Okay.
More often than not.
Yes.
I can't say I don't like more fitted clothes, but I like it to be loose and baggy and just feeling comfortable.
A slightly looser, baggier fit is actually great. It makes one feel a lot more comfortable, absolutely. But I guess you always do need to still be taking your style and your sense of style and the blend of comfort into account. So how do you do that with your wardrobe?
Well, I mean, I could make it look very, take sneakers for instance and just wear jeans and put an ordinary t-shirt, but I like the fact that I've got sort of lurexy top, but still has a very casual feel, so it's okay for the day.
But yet it has the shine, so a bit of bling bling, yes.
But it has this sort of very sporty, you know, band.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I guess that if I wore high heels, it would look very different, and I could take it into the evening.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is how I chose to put it together.
That's
I have to have all my accessories.
Yeah, there's one thing I love about your look, and I've noticed with all the outfits I've seen you wear, you'll wear something and then you'll throw it. You'll find something and then it just takes it to the edge of like creativity, which is what I like. And I love the fact that sometimes you wear like quite deconstructed coats, quite quite masculine looking items. I mean, I think that it all comes together so nicely.
Yeah, no, I like that masculine vibe, like I said, with adding my little touch of femininity to it.
Yeah. That's actually quite interesting, because maybe you were a bit ahead of the trend on that one, but more recently, in terms of fashion, the masculine element has been coming into women's fashion a lot more. So I guess you kind of felt very comfortable with that, very at home with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been wearing brogues forever.
Oh,
it has been my, I can't even remember, it's a memory that goes way back. And I think probably from my father as well, because my father was a very stylish man. Loved brogues, loved penny loafers. So I think that look of his that I loved with the jeans, the beautiful shirts, t-shirts, has carried on to me. And I've always been trying to add that to whatever else I was doing in fashion.
Absolutely.
So that's always stayed with me.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's so fantastic to be able to blend those different worlds. So wearing the brogues and then wearing a skirt or a dress, I think that's quite cool. And I think many women wouldn't be that daring, you know. They'll kind of feel like, no, I need a heel if I'm going to wear this kind of skirt. So do you sometimes feel like you are being quite daring with your fashion choice? I
have a bit of a rebellious nature, and I think that's always been that way. And it comes out in my fashion sense sometimes.
And your hair.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've been going with different hairstyles, and this was the first time I thought I need to change the colour.
Okay.
So that has been my most daring this year.
Okay. So it's been short for a while, but more recently you've changed the colour.
I've changed the colour.
Okay. And what inspired you to get this more platinum kind of tone?
Because I think a little bit of grey.
Okay, yes.
I can relate.
Yes, precisely.
I thought I need to make it easier to sort of go through that phase. So I've gone blonde, but I've been loving it.
It really works with your look, which is what I absolutely love. But let's talk a little bit more about your casual sense of style, because I know you love rocking a more casual look. I mean, I absolutely love these t-shirts. These are absolutely amazing. Can you tell us the story behind these t-shirts? Because you've got Mandela here, you've got, who's that, Pharrell over there. Wow.
That's Biggie, my other favorite.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, and of course, the Queen Bee herself. I love these. These are absolutely amazing. I mean, what's the story behind these t-shirts?
Well, I guess they've taken the icons of the world like Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, and then the hip-hop icons, and almost made them fun and playful. And it really is about... I mean, the label says it all. It's hype means nothing. Sometimes we do put a lot into, you know, the people we look up to, but you can also make them very playful and and easy to wear.
Absolutely, which is fantastic. So how would you dress this up if you wanted to dress it up a little bit more?
Look, if I dressed it up, it would be with a very nice skirt, probably very wide, maybe with a heel.
Okay, fantastic.
Leather jacket. I have done that.
Yes.
And then, you know, this with jeans and a blazer, which I always do.
to work. Him, I don't think, but there you go, you've been beyond C5.
I love the pencil skirts,
Yes.
I love
Yes.
wide ones. First love, of course, always jeans.
Mm-hmm.
That is my default position.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I first met my husband and we were shopping, and I'd always be in the jean stores and he'd say, do you not think of doing anything else? And I go, no, that's my first stop.
I think that's the thing, is I think you kind of need to be open to finding great items anywhere. I think it's nice to know that even as the normal consumer with a normal budget, you can find something at Mr. Price, and I think that's quite inspiring.
I think it's wonderful,
Great.
and the fact that they're taking what's happening with those high-end designers and bringing it to people, so you can,
Absolutely.
no matter, well, within limits of course, your budget, you can really look good.
Completely.
Yeah.
You know what I find quite interesting as well is if you have a good handbag, good shoes, and a good belt, it makes the rest of the outfit look as if it's designer.
Exactly.
And everybody thinks you've got a whole designer wardrobe just through your accessories.
Yeah, exactly. And like you were saying, you don't compromise on your handbags and your shoes. We were actually chatting to a friend of ours, a trend analyst, the other day, and she was saying it's so interesting how it's so much quicker, the translation of high-end fashion into our stores. So a trend that you see, whereas before it maybe took a year or two to actually translate, now we're seeing it much quicker. So you can actually see something at Cotton On or Mr. Price or Zara much quicker than you used to before. So it's a lot more accessible ultimately, I think, which is great.
And I think also, when you're thinking of buying everything is that expensive. I think sometimes because of where we live, we also have to be very conscious. And I think I try and live my life that way. There are some things it's just unconscionable for me personally to spend 50,000 rand on a dress. When people, think of salaries, think of poverty, think of eating. So all those things, the fact that I do have, I'm not saying, and I'm not going to make an excuse for that, I do have it and I love it, but I am very conscious of those things.
And I do think that's an important point, and I think also as a true fashionista, as a true style icon, you realize that you can get away with not spending 50,000 rand on a dress.
Exactly.
You can spend 5,000 rand on a dress or 500 rand on a dress, and you can kind of achieve a similar look. And you can feel as good about yourself, because I think ultimately that's what dressing up comes down to, isn't it? It's about the confidence, it's about feeling good about yourself, it's about what you're showing off to the world at the end of the day,
That's very interesting, because that's kind of what we always say to one another, is that we'll spend on shoes or something like that, but I have never spent a fortune on blazers or shirts or trousers or anything like that. In fact, we always joke with people, we go to the kiddies department because it fits us. And we get them for like 79 rand.
I know! Believe me, I got one of my favourite denim, I should have brought it, my denim dress. I bought at Okaidi in Hyde Park.
Okaidi, one of
You
my
guys there
favourite
all the time?
No,
stores.
I think it was their 15 to 16 year age group. It was one of those big baggy dresses that just hung. It was on sale. I think I got it for 200 rand.
Fantastic,
And I've been wearing it for the last 3 years.
I love it. I love it. Those are like some of the secrets, that people say, wow, that fits you so well. Yes, well, 11 to 12-year-old.
That idea actually came to me. It was actually given to me, that idea, because I was in London and I was in the Ralph Lauren store, because I love Ralph Lauren. And I was looking at all those lovely jackets and what have you, and even the small was like out here. And the shop assistant came and she said, go down the road to Bond Street to the kiddie store and go and get them there. They've got the same things. And then I thought, I can't go to a kiddie store. When I went in there were hundreds of men buying their items there.
Exactly.
And ever since then, we go straight to the kiddie store.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And my other secret is going to the men's department.
Oh, of course. Oh, so you and Rihanna have something in common.
Yeah,
She
because
loves doing that
these
as well.
t-shirts are all for men, and then I love going to check blazers. The other day she shouted at me because I went into Markham's. They've got this beautiful sort of jungle print blazer.
The green,
I'm
the
obsessed.
green one. Yes,
I love
it.
She said, Mum, no, we have to go. I said, I'm buying this blazer. I need to get that blazer. So
it's
I
fantastic.
go into the men's section to go and look for things.
Yes.
I know not many women are going to go in there, so that will give me another bit of a different...
Completely. But that's the key, right? Is that people are not going to think, let me go into the women's section, let me go into the kiddies section, let me go into the men's section for you. So you kind of diversify your wardrobe just by shopping in different sections. And then you'd be so surprised is that there's so many things that, anybody could really wear. It's just it happens to be in the men's section or the kiddie section,
I bought sneakers for men.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Wow, that's
put
amazing.
an inner sole in because they only had a size 40, but I was desperate for them.
You were like,
So,
I am getting these
I'm getting
sneakers.
those.
I love
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
sneakers.
And then they're my absolute favorite.
Oh.
I love those.
Oh, these are the Celine
Yeah.
kind of pros, hey? Oh, wow, that's
And
amazing.
then these are also my.
Oh.
She saw them and said, Mum, you have to go and get them.
Yes. Yes, you know your mom's style,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
She
that's
saw them in
amazing.
black, and then when I went into the store, they had black and white, and I thought, no, I have to get those.
Yes.
And then I also like the slipper, like you, the slipper sort of vibe.
Mhm.
So those are also.
Well, that's such a
Yeah.
statement as
Yeah.
well, hey?
These are also
If you really want to
pretty.
kind of step out in
Yeah.
terms of, you know, something quite
Yeah.
bright.
A very nice slim, cigarette pants,
Mm-hmm.
blazer,
Mm-hmm.
very cute, and even with boyfriend jeans and a t-shirt,
Yes,
they're fine.
completely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think for you, often an outfit will be made by the
By the
shoes that
shoes.
you're wearing
Yes.
with it, right?
I mean, there most times when my husband will say, we've got a wedding, then I go, I need to go and get a pair of shoes.
Yes.
So I'll get the shoes and then I figure out what to wear after
Exactly,
that.
exactly. No, I must say, I tend to think that shoes are a central part of an outfit as well.
Yeah.
I think that they really kind of just
Yeah.
bring everything together. And if you've got ugly shoes, you really, I mean, you can wear the most beautiful dress, but
Yeah.
you're done for, you know.
And then I've also loved these. These I got a couple of months ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, the heel on
And
that is quite
isn't it
intense,
divine?
eh? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Who are these by?
These are just the shoots, from Brazil.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
And
I
I
like this
think
brand. I like this brand.
Unbelievable. And
Yes.
it's well made
Yeah.
and so inexpensive.
Yes, no, I like this
So
brand, actually.
inexpensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to talk prices, but I mean, you know what the prices of these are.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, I think, a sixth of
Mhm.
what I paid for any of
And
these.
it is so stylish.
It's magnificent.
It is so
Yeah.
fantastic. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Wow. That's amazing. So obviously you'd need some handbags to go with these fabulous shoes, right?
Well, I couldn't bring all my handbags, but this is my absolute favorite. As you can see, it's
Oh,
been
she-
worn
she-
to death.
Yes.
It goes with everything.
Mhm.
It's travelled with me. It's been chucked around.
Mhm. And that's what a good handbag should be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
You can
that's
see,
what it
I mean,
should
the,
be.
if the black is no longer black, but I love it. I
Exactly.
always wear it.
Alan has
Um,
his favourite collection of Louis Vuittons, and
Yes.
they're also battered and bruised
Yes,
and
yes.
well
This is-
travelled.
The
Don't
other
you hate when
favorite.
people say, oh no, you can't do that with your bag, you can't do that
Yeah,
with your bag.
no.
I always say it's a bag.
Yeah. This is the
That's lovely.
Balenciaga A4
Oh wow,
that I also absolutely love.
it's lovely.
So a lot of my things
Love
are
the
a
soft
part of,
leather.
yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I might try, so they remind me of things like this I got in Dubai, I went to a wedding.
Mhm. Yeah, it kind of has a
You know,
memory
it's
associated
all the
with
things
it.
have memories associated.
Exactly.
That's my Australian, because my family in Australia, when I go travel, I always go to Sass and buy, I buy something from them.
Absolutely.
And this one is also one of mine. This is just a casual shopper, but
Oh wow.
it's a designer. They're called Monet,
Okay,
and I had it personalized.
that's lovely.
They
that's
are now
absolutely
the Louis Vuitton owners. What is his name? Pino.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He
So
owns
he-
LVMH. Yes.
Exactly, but
Mhm.
he as an individual owns the store. And it is the
Ah.
most beautiful, one of the oldest sort of luggage travel stores in France.
Wow, okay.
You see the Goyard?
Yes,
Yes,
it reminds me of the
okay,
looks a
Goya.
lot
Right, now I
Yes.
have the Goyard,
Okay.
but they've been a very understated,
Because
just
when I
coming
first
on the
saw
scene.
it, I was like, oh, is that Goyard? It
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of the Goyard,
Yeah.
but this is a little
It's,
bit more. You
I
kind of
wanted-
have to be in the know of French luggage
I
too.
wanted to bring my Goyard, but I thought, nah, everybody has them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of fake ones going around,
Yes,
so I didn't want
yes,
to.
yes.
Although mine has got my name on it,
That's
so
lovely.
it's Wurstenberg.
Oh, wow.
That I need a function to go to.
Oh, that is
Is
astounding.
Isn't it?
Oh, gosh, that is so striking. This really would be the statement
Yeah,
piece of any
absolutely.
outfit. I mean,
There's
a
nothing
simple
else that
black
you would
dress.
put, yeah.
And this would really just
Yeah.
make a statement, hey? That is amazing. Wow. I didn't even know that you did jewelry. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You know, with Swarovski now trying to be in that sort of very high
Mhm.
fashion, they're
Mhm.
collaborating with all the designers,
Ah,
doing fabulous
yes,
pieces.
and they're doing these interesting collaborations, which is
yeah.
quite fantastic. Because then, you know, you get something a lot more interesting than
Yeah.
just the basic Swarovski range. You
Exactly.
get something quite cool
Exactly.
and edgy, actually. That's amazing. Wow.
So there's that. And then
Fantastic.
I just got this the other day. It was on a sale and I thought it's so perfect.
Yes.
I mean, it works really well. You
Oh,
know,
that
it
does
will be
work.
the one thing that you put on your arm.
Yes,
I'll
exactly.
put it on the side.
Uh-huh.
Where there's no watch, but it just hangs really
Yes.
nicely and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And it has a bit of a girlish flair
Yes.
to it, bringing in a bit of the gold. It has that old world quality as well, like a bit of a Great Gatsby moment.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fantastic.
And then this is one of my other favorite. These are my two favorite ones too, in silver.
Oh, wow.
So that's Tiffany and the bone. What is it called? The bone bangle that fits over your bone.
Ah, I
Over
see.
there, yeah.
Yes, yes. It has the indentations of
Yeah.
your actual wrist. Yes,
So there.
yes. Oh, that's lovely.
Stunning.
Yeah, that really is
Yeah.
amazing. Wow. So do you think you're going to change your hair anytime again soon? Or do
No,
you think
I
you're
think
gonna
this is
leave-
my look.
I like it.
Short hair is my
Mhm.
look. It's, yeah.
Mm.
I used to go, I used to vacillate between growing and, you know, because I think women are caught up a lot with their hair
Completely.
and the length.
And they identify
the-
with their hair.
Exactly. So it took me a little bit of time to say, okay, actually this is where you are.
Mm. Mm.
The
And I
long-
think that's great.
The long hair didn't, it was okay, but I think the short hair just became very me and I'm very comfortable with it. So now I don't attempt the growing. I used to
Exactly.
attempt every second year, I go, okay, what if I grow? What if I... And you go through that where you put a clip over there and a band over there. And
Exactly.
so now I don't.
Yeah, now you're settled in your
This
hair.
is where I am.
Yeah, you feel the same way about your hair now, don't you? Mm. Yeah, you're not changing.
And mine happened by accident because I used to colour all my hair, and then one day, because Krishen colours my hair for me, and then one day we were going to Fashion Week, and I wanted to cut it. It was getting too long on the side, so I cut the sides and the back, but then the top still had the colour.
Yeah.
But there was no time to colour it, so I just went like
Yeah.
that, and everybody said how wonderful it looks. So I
You
kept it like
kept
that.
And I love it. I think it's fabulous. Look, if I had thicker hair, certainly my style may have looked like that. But I've got quite thin hair, so it sort of stays.
It's easier to
Yeah.
keep it short, right? Yeah. Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time. It's been amazing. Wow. Really
Thank you.
amazing. So nice
I was
to
looking forward to this. I thought,
just get like a snapshot of your closet even is amazing. Just a slice of it is amazing. Wow. That's so fantastic.